Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Felix. I'm a YouTube content creator from Indonesia. Guys, the last episode is freaking lit, man. Even after the the ladies of the kids of Lady Halise, although not do something bad, but it's apple to an apple. It's what Halise do to Krillin, who is innocent, who is not involved in the matters of Ultra Vegeta, but is getting shot at. And as it's also a Vegito's policy of killing every last of their kind, which is a god, no matter the children, no matter what, he is heartlessly will kill every freaking one. So man, last episode was a little bit calming. We see Vegito turning a Goku. It's 1 second and finishing all the food, the ramen and everything, and then hakai them in the process with a cold blooded, and he don't care. And the interesting thing is that Vegito visiting Gowasu and meeting Gowasu again last episode, so I'm truly intense to see how this meeting will turn out to be after maybe Gowasu heard of Vegito as the god killer. Will his approach be different or what, because he hasn't experienced with a god killer Zamasu previously. So I'm truly interested with what will happen. So without further ado, let's just jump in. Let's go, let's check, let's react. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
So last time on Dragon Ball Super, after 10 years of imprisonment and the subsequent reveal Earth was destroyed by the 11 gods of destruction, Vegito began the slaughter of the gods.
Now it's done with liquors, corn, Halise, sour, gone.
And
it's
Halise,
now next
along with both
is
their angels
Gowasu?
and even their children.
Does he dare to
Now,
kill
in
Gowasu?
today's
But wait,
manga,
even the kid who was innocent, he is there. So okay, Gowasu will be killed maybe with Rumsshi then of the Universe 10.
The hunt continues.
Who, one of the gods, or one of the 4 gods who is responsible in killing Piccolo, his best friend.
As Vegito mysteriously finds himself at the home of Gowasu to do the unthinkable. But before we continue, today's video is sponsored.
To do the unthinkable? What is that? To Hakai Gowasu probably. Maybe.
So our story continues with Ultra Vegito having just arrived in the land of the Kais. Vegito's face still full of caution and confusion as he and Gowasu stand across from each other, peering at one another. Neither person has any idea who the other is after over a decade apart.
They don't recognize
to bring
each
the
other.
two to this divine and alien place.
Time
begins to tick along with the two still remaining silent, just feet
they
away
don't
from
recognize
each other. Vegito's fist,
although Gowasu has met Vegito,
remains gripped, ready to end another god's life if the Kai proves hostile. While Gowasu remains with a noticeably more relaxed tone.
Wow, man.
Soon, a look of faint realization reaches Vegito's face.
Man, it's like
as
Gowasu.
He says, "Wait, I know this Kai.
I know this Kai. It's from Zamasu.
But from where?"
Previously, Goku protected Gowasu from being killed, by Zamasu, and this time he killed Rumsshi. He killed Rumsshi, and then Gowasu will die as well. So if Zamasu were here, like, you didn't allow me to kill Gowasu, but now you kill Rumsshi and killing Gowasu in the process. So you're like me. You're like this god killer as well. So why did you stop me long ago?
Just about remember Shin's face, let alone another universe's Kai. But I've definitely seen this guy somewhere.
You forgot about Zamasu?
Looks stern at first, but as his brain puts things together,
he finally realized it's
looking
Vegito.
more surprised than anything else, responding,
He finally realized it's Vegito.
"Wait a second, it's you, Vegito. The Potara fusion of Goku and Vegeta from Universe 7. My, it's been a long time, hasn't it?" He knows my name. Vegito struggles to think, as his mind now withered away from his 10 years imprisonment, tries its best to keep up. He quietly wonders to himself, clearly struggling to remember and seeing flashes of himself and Jiren the Grey. A fight that never actually happened. But surely, the only way another universe's Kai would know of his existence. Why can't he remember? How? How does this universe's Kai know all this? It couldn't have been from the Tournament of Power. So we never fused during it.
It's before Zamasu, just before the Tournament of Power, man.
A kind look washing over his face as he
What relief doesn't he know that? Okay, Vegeta is a good guy previously, but now he's slaughtering all the gods. Don't he heard of that news?
Approaches the man he considers both a distant friend and hero
Vegeta, the
in
god killer?
service of the many gods of the multiverse.
Yeah, in here, but he don't know about
Vegito!
the god killer.
My. It's been some time, hasn't it? Since you rid me of that upstart Zamasu and his alter ego Goku Black. To think, a Kai in training, my own student no less, would steal one of the sacred time rings to go back and forward in time. All for the sake of murdering mortals. Tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure of seeing you again? Now comfortable,
Vegito finally remembers that after Goku Black, Zamasu, time rings and everything.
Saying, "Come inside, Vegito. Would you like any tea while you're here?" Now only inches away from the God Killer.
Okay. Oh, Vegito just realized it.
Suddenly widened as his
Vegito
face contorts from the memories rushing
it,
back all at once.
Of Goku
he
Black.
remembers. He sees the threat of Zamasu and Goku Black, and what they did to Trunks' sad future, and even more crucially, the box of time
rings. Okay.
Zamasu, of course. This must be Universe
10.
The universe Black
come from.
The same universe that
Where
houses the time rings. Could those rings allow me to go back?
Oh, he wants to get that rings.
In time,
He'll go back in
I
time.
killed Beerus?
He wants to go back in time before he killed Beerus so he can change everything. It's the same like Goku Black. He changes the future. He changes what happens and it. Okay.
Now, almost in a show of multiple personality disorder, Vegito
he's acting because he wants to get the time rings.
Finds a way to throw on his best happy face. It's almost as if he's doing an impression of the happy-go-lucky fighter Goku once was before all of this tragedy. It was completely fake, of course, but for the sake of what he now needs from Gowasu, it will work perfectly.
He walks
over and greets Gowasu with a firm but polite handshake. Supreme Kai Gowasu. It's been a long time, my friend. It's so great to see you. Yeah, that Zamasu and Black situation sure was a crazy one.
Okay, Zeno is the one who destroyed
Get rid of all the gods in Trunks' timeline. Monsters. But Gowasu.
Monsters. Get rid of all the gods in Trunks' timeline. And now get rid of all the god of destruction of gods and angels in all timeline by Vegito.
I've actually come on the orders of Beerus.
On the orders of Beerus.
You see, he needs to inspect the time.
In the order of Beerus? Like how does freaking dumb this Gowasu? No wonder Zamasu can adopt him or something. He don't even know what Liquor and Halise know, but even Gowasu does know. Don't tell me the Supreme Kai doesn't know what happens. It's only between the angels and the god of destruction. Is that it? So Gowasu doesn't know what happens?
Once again, it seems there is yet another being on the loose, looking to mess with time. If these rings are left in your possession, I'm afraid your life may be in danger, just like it was with Zamasu. But this time, if we act too slowly, no one will be able to save you.
Okay. Oh, he's shocked.
Gowasu,
Wow, will this planet
of course, is visibly shocked to hear this news, quickly realizing that this is no reunion of long-lost friends, but rather a warning of yet another Zamasu-level danger. With a look of shock, he asks,
he is just believing
"Another
that.
threat? There's no
Wait,
way.
okay.
Not again. The time rings
I
are
checked
checked
every morning.
morning. Nothing has changed. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
But if this is a matter
Wait,
of
did
urgency, I'll bring them out if that is what beerus desires."
Oh wait, okay, so maybe the Supreme Kai's doesn't know, it's only the God of
Come
Destruction
on!
and Angels.
Bring the
Tomoe.
time rings at once. As Gowasu then turns his head and yells out behind
Tomoe?
him.
Who is Tomoe?
Vegito, understandably like us viewers, is visibly confused once again. As bad as his memory is, he definitely didn't remember anyone
Yeah,
called
there's
Tomoe
Tomoe.
being here last time. And
Okay.
thinks, huh? Tomoe?
Okay,
Now
who is
who the
Tomoe?
hell is that anyway?
Okay,
And while Vegito thinks, a set of feet eventually walk onto the scene behind Gowasu,
okay, who is Tomoe?
as if at his command. And as the doors
Oh,
behind
this is a new apprentice, it's the replacement of Zamasu. Why is the eyes is like black? I mean like Zamasu, not black. Like Zamasu, like this evil and
Gowasu
everything.
swing wide open, a mysterious figure appears, beckoned in response to
Okay,
the Supreme
Tomoe.
Kai of Universe 10's orders.
Okay.
He's a stern-looking young man with an interesting cut of chin-length white hair and a scar over one eye. He's wearing the traditional garb of the gods in a deep navy
It's just
that
like
complemented
Zamasu.
his pale orange skin. Unlike
Okay.
Zamasu, it's clear this trainee was far different from the Kais that came before him, as he holds tightly onto the time ring box as if his life force was attached to it.
Yeah, because it's that the incident happened with Zamasu, making sure that the Supreme Kai must protect the time rings, and Gowasu has been really.
There's a hardened look in his eyes as he stares at Vegito,
Okay.
but says nothing.
But this guy's
Swiftly,
like ready
Tomoe
to
then
kill or
walks over
something. I
to his
don't know.
master Gowasu and hands off the
Okay.
box with both arms. Confident
Okay.
nothing would be wrong as he reports, "Lord Gowasu,
Gowasu,
here are the rings as requested.
as
I
requested.
can assure you, they were checked just this
Just
morning,
this
as they
morning.
are every morning, sir." To which
Their
Gowasu
check Gowasu is extremely detailed and extremely want to making sure in order not a Goku Black threat happened again. A Zamasu will happen again.
responds,
Okay.
"As I thought, but we shall prove it to
Well,
our
esteemed
esteemed
guest.
guest here to be sure." Hearing this, trainee Kai Tomoe then turns his attention
To
to
Vegito,
Vegito,
okay.
as the fighter's steely and serious eyes meet.
Okay.
Vegito stares back at him, matching his intensity.
Hmm.
Both are clearly assessing the threat level of the other
Oh.
without saying so.
Okay.
Whatever was left of Goku inside of Vegito definitely feels reminded of the vibes given off by fighters
Yep.
before a Tenkaichi Budokai tournament.
Okay.
Still staring, Vegito thinks, this guy,
Okay.
he looks
Like a
like a
Kai.
Kai, but there's something strange
Something
about
strange.
him. He doesn't look like he'd be as weak
Oh,
as Shin
he's
or
as strong.
Zamasu was.
Okay, he's as strong.
What is this
He's
strange
stronger. He's stronger than
feeling I'm getting?
Zamasu. Okay, that's
He
something
might
then.
be a problem. Having seen enough, Tomoe then shows a glimpse of concern and turns to
Oh,
his
he's
master
worried.
for guidance,
He's
inquiring,
worried.
"Lord Gowasu, as much as I respect your wishes and commands, who exactly is this visitor we
So
have
we have
before
the
us?
us.
I do not believe him to be who you think he is. He smells of blood.
Oh,
The blood of gods. in
the
fact.
blood of God. What? He knows? He freaking knows.
Vegito's heart
Oh
drops
my
as
god, he
hears this
freaking knows.
inference, but
He
tries
freaking
to hide
knows.
the look of shocked concern on his face as he obviously panics
Oh my God,
on the
okay.
inside. An inner version of himself
Because he's
then
like acting
meanwhile,
and
though,
everything.
can't help but scream and shout, Now who the hell is this? I knew
Yeah.
something was off about
This Tomoe is known. This Tomoe
him.
know, man.
Does he
This
really
Tomoe
know
knows.
what I've been doing?
This Tomoe know that every god has been killed.
This is going to get ugly in a second if Gowasu
Who
catches on too. Gowasu, though somewhat obliviously, can only sense the tension in the air between the two rather than hearing what Tomoe is actually saying. Sweating profusely before smiling like there's no trouble at all in an attempt to reassure everyone, including himself.
Okay.
Then saying, "Oh Tomoe, you truly are an untrusting one, aren't you? You must excuse him, Vegito. It is something we are working on.
Okay.
Tomoe, this is no ordinary visitor.
Visitor.
He is in fact Vegito, the legendary
Warrior
warrior
who
who
stopped
stopped
your
your predecessor
predecessor,
Zamasu from his evil activities. A fusion of Universe 7's two
From the
strongest
strongest
Saiyan warriors, Goku and Vegeta.
Okay.
Tomoe, though, seemingly unimpressed and potentially still unconvinced, proceeds to look Vegito up and down. He still doesn't
Okay.
trust him,
Wait, but for this time around, Tomoe is right. Gowasu is wrong. Vegeta is not coming as a hero this time. He's coming as a villain, as an enemy, as the one who is destined to kill all the gods. Tomoe this time is right, and Gowasu is wrong. This is why Zamasu got the chance to slay all the gods. It's because he is having this so kind or so oblivious of Supreme Kai as Gowasu. Yeah, I know Gowasu is believing in Vegeta, but yeah, don't be too trusting, man. It's been 10 years. Vegito's changed. You don't know. Okay. But maybe he already trusts Vegito. Yeah, it's 10 years, but he thought the friendship's still there. Because I think he don't have any clue whatsoever, as proven by Tomoe doesn't know any clue of the God Killer Rampage. Okay. It's
out.
normal, man. If we have a friend of over than 10 years, we are like, oh, this is our good friend, but we never know whether he changed into a better or a worse.
Then points his hand to Tomoe and introduces him properly,
This is
politely
Tomoe.
and formally to their strange house guest, saying, Vegito, this here is Tomoe, my newest Supreme Kai apprentice, an ideal candidate I've been training for years now.
Oh.
He harbors no darkness in him as Zamasu did. And as I'm sure a talented fighter of yourself can probably sense, he has also made a name for himself as the strongest Kai in the known history of our kind.
No way.
Hearing this proclamation, just results in a smirk coming across Vegito's face as he disrespectfully plays with his angel staff in his hands and lets out, "Oh really?
Okay.
Well, good for him. Can't say being the strongest Kai equates to much really though. But you're right. I can tell just from looking at you that you're a little different
because
to the
he's
rest.
much stronger.
Anyway, let's get down to business. Let me see those time rings before beerus is angered." Gowasu, reacting quickly to the possible
He's just happy,
of Lord
man.
Beerus, instantly complies,
He's just happy.
saying, "Yes, certainly. I'll open them now." The older Kai then grabs hold of the box before opening it right in front of Vegito. And inside, as expected, are 6 time rings. A brand new one having been created after the Zamasu incident that had caused Trunks' move to another timeline with himself. It was a rare break in the rules where the gods had decided to look the other way.
He is just
Vegito,
so happy.
Meanwhile, gets a
He's
good
just so
look at
happy,
the
man.
rings, and a large grin can't help but form on his face in response.
just freakingly
as once
happy.
again, he tries to maintain his cool. The inner version of himself yells, "Yes, this is exactly what Black used. Amazing. 6 rings capable of allowing me to move back and forward in time.
He will go to the beerus
I think
accidentally.
I'll go for the silver one, like old Black himself."
Okay.
With his goal now in sight, and possibly a way to undo everything that's happened so far, Vegito reaches out his hand eagerly towards the rings with a crazy grin, as he finally says, "Yes, Gowasu, just as I thought. It seems like there may be a problem here, as one time ring has gone missing yet again.
Oh.
Look, it's missing right here."
Here's when he takes
But before he can reach the box of rings, a hand mysteriously grabs onto Vegito's wrist. Vegito looks towards the person who would dare to stop him, yelling,
"Who is that?
Why, you damn Kai!" Thinking it would be Tomoe, but instead, it is revealed to be
Rumsshi.
none other than Rumsshi,
my
the god of
Rumsshi.
destruction of
Rumsshi just spoiled Vegito's plan. Gowasu is just
10,
known.
standing tall and staring angrily at Vegito, while Gowasu stands behind in a mixture of fear and confusion.
He's shocked.
Gowasu calls out, What is the meaning of this?" While Rumsshi responds, "You grow too trusting.
You grow too trusting.
You can't even spot a demon when you
spot
see
a
one."
demon when you see one.
Vegito looks at him angrily, his plan now seemingly foiled, and no less by one of the very few beings who already took everything he ever loved from him.
Yeah.
He lets out,
"He's the one who hurt Kai Piccolo."
"You! So I finally had one of you cowards come to me.
No, cowards
instead of
come
the
to
other
me.
way around. How perfect. Saving me the time it will take to destroy you. But let go of my hand if you don't want your death to be slow and painful, elephant."
Ooh, elephant.
Gowasu, meanwhile,
Gowasu is shocked. How can Vegito turn into a Goku Black 2.0?
Birds come out of the hero.
If Goku Black were the ones who destroyed all the Supreme Kais, or Zamasu is the one who destroyed the Supreme Kai, this time it's the alternate version. Vegito is the one who destroyed all the God of Destruction, plus angels as well.
Vegito's mouth. It doesn't take him long from these words to then realize that his understudy Tomoe was right. Something
Tomoe
was
wrong,
right,
and
he gasps, "No, Vegito!
Vegito
Did you just threaten to destroy
a god?
What is going on here? Lord Rumsshi, I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
Rumsshi, though, just has a stone-cold face as he stares down Vegito. There's no fear there. Despite the stories of what Vegito had done to the other gods, it's either a sign that this god is just as stupid as the others, or on a whole new level of power. Confidently, he lets out, "To think, filth like you was capable of erasing both liquor and Halise, let alone beerus. Your amateur senses could not even detect me coming here to stop you. That's how far your evil desires to steal one of these time rings has corrupted you and weakened you. You should have always known. Now that you are on the run, there would never be a time you could let your guard down. Especially as long as I lived, God Killer." With one arm behind his back, Rumsshi continues his cold stare down of Vegito, who is frozen in place by the god's sudden presence. And Rumsshi explains, "Gowasu, in your old age, your discernment of good and evil has wavered. It's high time Tomoe took over."
Yeah, Tomoe needs to took over. It's not Gowasu
This Vegito
anymore.
before you
Gowasu
is not the one you once knew.
Is not the one. Previously, he's a hero.
This beast is someone entirely different. Something that should no longer exist.
But it's because you as well, Rumsshi. You were responsible of destroying his friend. If you don't destroy his home planet and everything, he won't be like this.
Rumsshi, having said this, then raises his palm up in front of Vegito's face.
He wants a hakai. This is the exact same thing beerus done to Zamasu, and now it's done to Vegito.
Goku and Vegeta had seen up close several times before.
Hakai
Vegito,
technique.
in an act of pure defiance and bravery, stares back at the face of Erasure without flinching, both silent but knowing
Rumsshi
what
is
comes next.
using
Until
Hakai.
Rumsshi finally yells, Hakai!
Now it's done. Wait, if Vegito is like seeing like as a man, like I'm ready to die everything, why don't he try to use some escape or anything? He's just in base. I don't know. He's just let himself be Hakai, and then after he's being Hakai, he's like, oh, it's like he's letting it to happen or something.
Vegito's mouth opens wide as he begins to be erased from reality forever. His feet already having been erased and quickly moving up his body. This is no joke or illusion. Ultra Vegito, under the power of the veteran god of destruction, Rumsshi, is being erased from the universe for eternity.
He's freaking done. He's erased. Okay, Tomoe is seeing this.
Watches intently.
Tomoe is seeing this.
Deep in thought and not remotely pleased to be witnessing this ability in person. As a Kai, Gowasu had been teaching him to treasure life.
Yeah, it's not to destroy.
This was the opposite of that, and his response is, so, this is the power of a god of destruction. Hakai. Complete erasure. What a truly scary ability to be at the end of. Poor mortal. I know not what he did exactly.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. So it's not so it's the Supreme Kai doesn't be aware of Vegito's action. Okay.
Judgment.
I thought it's because Gowasu was too
only
trusting.
Moments later, Vegito's entire body has been completely erased
just done.
and reduced to nothing but fine particulate matter that disappears into the air.
He's just erased
Rumsshi stands there unaffected, calmly placing his arms behind his back, knowing his job is now done. Gowasu and Tomoe are stood there also, unsure how exactly to react to what just happened, other than to be in a state of shock and awe.
Vegito, I can't believe it, man. I don't believe it that Vegito is just done like this. I think there's something. If it were Vegito and like, please spare me, or at least if not spare me, he'll go and power up or something. When he was even struck, he was still trying to power up or something. When he was attacked from Halise, he still tried to defend it. So he knows what's coming when Rumsshi did this in front of his freaking face, and he just stood there like nothing else. He can move. He has another left hand. He can use whis stuff to transport him or I don't know, or crush him, or at least do some kicking or something. It's not like him to just stand and let him be erased. It's like, even with Halise, okay, no, even he reacted. He is like, no, after being caught with arrow and everything. This like he let him he let Rumsshi to erase him for something. Because he wanna do something. He has a plan, but in order to execute that plan, he needs Rumsshi to erase him or something, or I don't know. Or is he just too dumb, or he is just too shocked because Gowasu knows his plan and he lets himself to be wiped out? That is anticlimactic, I'll just tell you. If that's the case, I'm just so shocked,
himself, as he says.
Okay.
To think they used to call Beerus one of the strongest gods of destruction next to Jin. I never believed it for even a second. And today, I know I was right to have those doubts. This was no foe that could challenge me. And Beerus disgraced himself by allowing defeat to the likes of him. At the end of the day, this traitor was just another mortal. He is no god like us, and is thus fallible to the desires of greed and evil that come so easily to their pathetic kind. Rumsshi then turns to Gowasu and looks sternly at the aged custodian of Universe 10.
Gowasu is still shocked.
Gowasu, enough with your trusting attitude. I want you to put those time rings away, and never again bring them out unless you have my... What?
My what?
Rumsshi is left extremely
Vegeta's
shocked
back?
as he looks
Vegeta's
into the
freaking
box
back.
that Tomoe
I
had
bet
brought
on
out
it.
earlier. It's a worst case situation.
Oh, wait,
and
okay, it's not Vegito. What? Rumshi's okay. Oh, what happened? Don't tell me the rings is gone. The rings is gone.
The box of time rings is now completely empty. Every single one,
Vegito taking the
seemingly
box. Every time ring
as if erased too, along with
is
Vegeta.
gone. Is gone. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's why Vegeta let him to erase. Wow, his hand is being captured by Rumsshi, and his other hand is holding the stuff. Where's the stuff? But he has the luxury to take the rings away. Wow, that's the why Vegeta allowed Rumsshi to Hakai him in front of himself.
Starts to panic as he looks around the nearby area in desperate hopes that they just fell out of the box and are on the floor somewhere. He reacts. What?
Okay, it's just gone.
The time rings,
it's gone.
They're gone. Every single one. Tomoe, did you see what happened?
It's just gone.
Tomoe has any time to answer, Gowasu, Tomoe, and Rumsshi look up towards the skies, sensing a phenomenal and terrifying godly apparition. My god. Lord Gowasu, what is that? No, it can't be!
It's Vegito. Vegito's back.
As in the sky, a dark
time portal
opens, and out of
dark
it
portal,
jumps
time
Ultra
portal.
Vegito, smirking, covered in a dark electricity, with both his arms stretched out. In one arm is his angelic staff, and the other his Godslayer energy blade, ready to take its next life. As Vegito smiles, he calls out, Rumsshi, your time has come. What on earth? But Rumsshi, knowing all too well what's coming next, then immediately begins to dash away and commands the others.
But he's working, he erased Vegeta. Oh, he used the time rings to save himself after taking
He's on the attack!
The attack. Okay.
Just as Rumsshi had predicted,
wow, we see this scene as if like he is Goku Black.
Godslayer blade extends suddenly
oh my god, Gowasu 2 times in his freaking life has not want to be killed. One first with Goku Black, a Goku, and now the real Goku is on the hunt finally as Vegito. So all Goku, so Gowasu has just a karma with Goku, either Goku Black variant or the real Goku.
It cuts through the very earth of the planet
Goku
itself,
Black or Goku Kakarot.
rapidly reaching the trio of gods as if heat-seeking. As Rumsshi shouts out one final time, move it now! And just like that, Tomoe and Rumsshi with speed both dodge the powered up blade at the very last second. But unfortunately, Gowasu in his old age was not so agile.
Gowasu is just
And standing
Gowasu is just caught it. Rumsshi and Tomoe go, but Gowasu is just dead.
Paralyzed in shock, and now clearly split in two from the attack of Vegito. Gowasu remains, now put to rest.
Gowasu
10 years
is just
after
crushed.
Zamasu attempted the same thing.
Zamasu attempted the same thing if it's prevented by Goku, and now Goku 10 years later crushed Gowasu. Man, wait, with Gowasu being cut in half, so it means Rumsshi is also dead, right? Supreme Kaizen and God of Destruction are on pair. Beerus dead, Shin is dead, is gone. So with Gowasu dead, Rumsshi is dead as well. Don't tell me. So Rumsshi is dead as well.
Into two pieces, the box of empty time rings falls from his hand, sad. And his student Tomoe can only watch on in sorrow, yelling, Master Gowasu!
His master is gone.
Please, no!
It's just
but
gone.
alas, nothing can save Gowasu. as the
Goku is
parts of
just
his
gone,
body
man.
then fall to the ground with a thump.
So
before
Rumsshi
the
is
shell
done
shocked
as
Tomoe
well,
and Rumsshi.
because the Supreme Kai is being crushed, bro.
Vegito, with one victim gained, then lands to the ground. His face smirking as if he's accomplished the goal, remaining silent.
He don't care whether it's
Until,
Goku or
as his
what.
body slowly rises up, he begins to laugh. Still
He don't
looking
care,
for those
man.
time rings, fools? As Vegito then reveals
He is
himself
showing.
with his arms crossed and most shockingly wielding all 6 time rings. Not only
6
has
time rings,
Ultra
he's wearing
Vegito
it.
escaped
He's wearing
destruction
it.
somehow at the hands of a god,
He's wearing
but also
it.
escaped with the very objects they thought
He's
they had
wearing
protected.
the time rings, man.
Rumsshi,
He's
meanwhile,
wearing
is
all the
caught
time
off balance
rings.
by the sudden re-arrival of Vegito.
Goku Black just steal 1, Vegito multiplied by 6.
Ironically, he looks like he had just seen a ghost. A ghost he had
Zamasu
sent to the
just
afterlife
stole
himself.
1, man.
He asks, You took all the time
Of
rings?
the time rings.
How are you even alive? This can't be reality.
Oh my god.
But in response, Vegito can't help but just maniacally laugh victoriously. You gods really all are as dumb as each other. I think I'll call you Dumbo the elephant from now
Dumbo the
on.
elephant.
After all,
Elephant.
you made sure to give me that silly monologue about how my greed made me get complacent in not sensing you. But
he
what
stole
you
it
didn't
first.
realize is that your supposed surefire victory made you complacent over just what I'm truly capable of.
He
And
takes.
with a maniacal smile that would make Frieza proud, Ultra Vegito begins explaining
Frieza is just
exactly
so
what
happy
had gone down
if he
just
sees
before
Goku
his
and Vegeta.
appearance. You really thought I didn't know you were going to try and grab me?
And grab me.
It was truly
He just. Wow, Vegito in Arch's fan-made manga become a professional actor, man. He can act in front of Goku. He can act in front of Rumsshi as well. Like, what? And everything. Although he ordered
you're dealing with one of the weaklings in your
universe.
In reality, as soon as you even began to reach for my hand, I went into Ultra Instinct.
Oh, that's why he directly. That's why he went to Ultra Instinct. He used the instinctively. He takes, because he sees Rumsshi will take his hand. Before that, he used Ultra Instinct and he takes the rings
Instantly,
first.
and moved at the speed you fools could only dream of. In that moment, I went and grabbed all 6 rings and moved my hand back just so you could grab me and grow cocky. The look on your face when you thought you had destroyed me.
You thought you had destroyed
How funny
me.
it would have been to see. What? Rumsshi, hearing this explanation,
Because he
still
is
can't
using
accept
Ultra
it as
Instinct.
truth. Not that it matters, because as he complains, he's already beginning to fade away. Nevertheless,
He's beginning to fade away as Goku, the Supreme Kai, is erased as well.
Continues. No, you're bluffing. You're just a mortal. I called you a god. I destroyed you. You should be the one disappearing right now, not me. But adding salt to the wound, Vegito responds.
Wow.
Oh, you damn fool. I told you I wanted you to
grab me.
That means I wanted you to hakai me too. I wanted to feel that pain. After 10 years of constantly feeling it, I now live for it. Now that I'm free of it, I crave it.
He wants to be Hakai.
I too can control destruction
energy.
I could have reversed your own Hakai at
his Hakai is way too weak in comparison to Vegito's.
any time. But then, I wouldn't have been able to test out the time rings. The second before I was completely erased, I made sure to use the power of the time rings to escape into the past. And just when I felt your cocky kind would let your guard down, that is when I decided to come back and strike. And now, it's time for you
Dumbo.
to say goodbye.
It's now done, man.
Dumbo.
He's now done.
Leaving the now halfway erased Rumsshi to just yell in anger, pain, and
Rumsshi
bitterness.
is just bye-bye.
You
Damn
God
Okay.
As the god
Okay,
of
it's
destruction
the
of
sound of
Universe 10
elephant.
now also disappears for eternity.
Yep.
With yet another god of destruction down, Ultra Vegito smiles with his eyes closed.
Their first mistake is, why don't Gowasu just retire and change into a more younger Tomoe, who is more suited as one of the best fighter of a Supreme Kai. So if Rumsshi is late or something, Tomoe can hold his ground and not being as old as weak as Gowasu. That's their first mistake. So even if Tomoe can escape together with Rumsshi, Gowasu is just too old, and this is the result. Rumsshi is erased together because Gowasu is cut in half. If he just successfully switched to Tomoe, and Tomoe is the current Supreme Kai instead of Gowasu, it wouldn't have happened. Even if he caught Gowasu, because Gowasu is like this, it's like already not become the Supreme Kai anymore. Maybe it will not erase Rumsshi in the process as well. But yeah, you learn your lesson after all that happened.
Like he's at peace for a moment before letting out calmly. God killer. They say that like I don't get a buzz out of being called that.
God killer,
3
God killer
down
dead.
and only 8 left to go.
Okay.
Regardless of having these time rings or not, I won't rest until this timeline's gods are erased first.
Okay.
My pain and suffering happened in this timeline, so my wrath will start here too.
Okay.
But
Oh,
suddenly,
there's one
Vegito
more.
is
There's
interrupted
more.
as he senses a huge spike in power and looks
there's
to
more.
his right, thinking, "What the?
It's
this power
Tomoe.
increase? Could it be?"
It's Tomoe, the Supreme Kai. He is mad.
And standing there powered up with electricity and dust clouds moving rapidly around him is the Supreme Kai student, Tomoe. Completely enraged, unlike Hakai, at the death of his master and Universe's hakaishin. He yells, "Mortal! You have dared to kill not only Master Gowasu, but Lord Rumsshi too! And now, by my hand, as the new Supreme Kai of Universe 10, I will not let their deaths be in vain. Prepare to die, you foul demon!"
Can he defeat Vegito?
Leading to Tomoe rushing in straight away at
Can he
Vegito,
defeat
anger in
Vegito,
his
man?
face as he only sees one goal, and that is to stop the God Killer. And to our great surprise, Tomoe actually lands flush on Vegito's chin, sending his head snapping back with force and dramatically. Pleased with himself,
he's happy.
Tomoe smiles still covered in electricity and says, "Ha! I did it. A direct hit. For the sake of Universe 10, I will take care of this mess." But Vegito remained silent, his head still knocked back, but not groaning or any movement in his body until...
He will no already.
With a shockingly swift snapback of his head, he
struck by Tomoe, of course, man. How can be as weak as Rumsshi is, as weak as Liquor, it won't be as weak as Tomoe, an apprentice no less, and a Supreme Kai no less. So it won't be as weak as Liquor and Rumsshi. If Rumsshi and Liquor as a god of destruction has been defeated by Vegito, how can Tomoe inflict the damage that even a god of destruction can't do?
With a crazy smile and look on his face, now in his ultra ego form,
ultra ego
from that attack.
Ultra ego. So from that crush of Tomoe, he gained more power
rather than damage.
He get powered
Not
up.
bad, would-be Kai. Not bad at all.
He gained more power
I bet if
because
Majin
he
Buu had come to your universe, you would have actually stopped him. But allow me to show you.
What if Majin Buu was to come? You were able to stop him? What? So this guy is this strong? He can be able to stop Majin Buu.
What true strength is. After all, I guess you are a deity now too, aren't you? Wouldn't be fair if I didn't let you join the rest of your godly friends.
Heal Hakai. Okay, heal Hakai Tomoe.
That said, Ultra Vegito then begins powering up ferociously as streams of dark flames become visible in the air as the planet itself shakes.
Okay.
Before, unbelievably, in a callback to when Goku fought Moro, Ultra Vegito rises into the
Oh yeah, because I haven't watched or I haven't read any manga of Moro. Who is this Moro? If it's will be adapted in the new anime, please don't spoil me. Just let me don't know so that I can have a good time reacting once the new Dragon Ball Super is out. Okay, Moro.
Now surrounded by a giant energy version of himself, dwarfing Tomoe below him. Tomoe, meanwhile,
Tomoe is just shocked, man.
fear from below.
Tomoe is just shocked.
Completely scared for the first time in his long life. Outclassed and out of his league against the unstoppable force that is Vegito. He doesn't know what to do and just mutters,
"It's just done."
Majin Buu?
Majin Buu.
Vegito, inside the safety of his giant apparition, smiles down at Tomoe, enjoying the sense of powerlessness this god now has.
Yeah, he's just known of Majin Buu. He can't even think of anything else.
Goodbye, supremely disappointing.
Supremely? Oh yeah, Supreme Kai, supremely disappointing Kai.
And with that, the giant version of Vegito raises its foot as the world shakes under its movement, casting a shadow over the waiting Tomoe like a deer caught in headlights, who can't even say a word before instantly, Supreme Kai Tomoe is crushed under the power and weight of Vegito, where there once was a proud and regal god, now remains nothing more than a bloody mess on the floor.
Man, oh my.
But that was it for today's video, guys. And if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag TimeGod in the comments down below. And let me know how you think things will change in the story now that Vegito has access to all 6 time rings.
It is just freaking crazy, man. He's just crushing it like a mere ant. He's just crazy. Oh my freaking what? This is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. He's not Hakai. He just stomped him like an ant. There's the blood and everything. It is wood painted, colored. It will be red and it will be blood all over. Like ARJ is just, oh my. Wow, he's just getting brutal every single video. This is just crazy. In an episode, Rumsshi, Tomoe, Gowasu is just all done dead. So this time he'll not kill the angel because the angel is not freaking here. The little girl that is saddened of Gowasu's, of Universe 10's death, if I'm not mistaken, from the Tournament of Power. The little young angel, I don't know. Okay guys, so wow, this is just so freaking interesting to see what will happen next. But for now, I will cut it here till we meet again next time. Bye.